champagne truffles. That's what we're doing in the kitchen today with Chef Gilbert Aragon from Hotel Albuquerque, along with Liz Robinson, Corporate Director of Wedding Branding and Marketing for Heritage Hotels and Resorts here in New Mexico. So, the chocolate truffle, the champagne truffle, what goes into making this?
Well, first we have heavy cream, which is a half a cup. We're going to put some beautiful Madagascar vanilla bean in there.
Okay, what's special about the Madagascar?
Well, it comes from the Madagascar region. It has a sweeter vanilla taste to it, and you can kind of smell it. You know, it's really tasty. So once I have this here boiling, I'm going to take a cup of our semi-sweet chocolate chips. We're going to put these over here.
Okay.
And we're going to put this over here in our nice little bowl right over here. If you can hand that to me.
This one right here?
That one right there.
There you go.
Beautiful. So, what makes this a special truffle is we do add a couple of fancy ingredients. Because, you know, after the holiday season, you probably have a little cognac laying around.
Okay, a little leftover.
And you have a little rosé left over from the holiday New Year's event. So once we have our chocolate chips sitting in here, we have our heavy cream boiling. We're going to take our whisk here, and we're going to kind of pour our hot cream over our...
So you start moving those around.
That's
and you're just gonna do this like
and I'm going to go right in the middle.
Okay.
And I'm going to stay right there in the middle.
Okay.
And we're going to just kind of work our way around.
You're going to let that cream do most of the melting and blending of the chocolate. Gotcha.
And once it gets nice and blended, we're going to probably add a little bit more until it gets to the way we want it.
So now, as we're loading this into the spring season, it's coming up. It doesn't feel like spring outside for sure.
No, not at all.
But Liz, a lot of people, this comes a time where they're thinking about doing the planning. Maybe they've got weddings coming up.
Yeah.
And Hotel Albuquerque, one of the many sites in New Mexico for Heritage Hotels. One of my favorite places to stay. I love the Heritage line because you really capture the essence of New Mexico.
Well, that's really our goal, you know, and it is, like you said, you know, weddings are coming up, wedding season is around the corner, but it's engagement season. I'm sure each of us know several people who were engaged over the holidays, and there are just a few things, you know, that we really think you should start to think about early on if you are engaged. So one of the first is to really think about your venue first and foremost. Try to secure that right off the bat. Within the Heritage family of properties, we have so many unique ceremony and reception locations, really something for everyone, but by securing your venue first, honestly, it gives you kind of a springboard for the rest of the planning process. It'll sometimes dictate the date, sometimes the overall look and feel of the wedding itself, as well as kind of give you a good platform to then continue the planning from thereafter. So really start with your venue.
Okay.
Also, you know, strategically look at your budget and make sure you're spending, you know, the big amounts of money on stuff that'll make the biggest impact, like the catering, the food. The culinary aspect of the wedding has to be on point, you know, and Chef Gil at Hotel Albuquerque is phenomenal at putting together really great menus that are very comprehensive, well planned out, they pair well, but he's also great at customizing menus to all of our couples' unique, you know, visions and needs.
Now you have, just to get back to this, so you have been mixing this. You poured the rosé, you poured the cognac in. So this is one of the many things that you're saying. You get a top flight chef who knows what he's doing. He can make something like this. So where are we in the process?
So right now we're at the process. We're going to let it sit. You know, this is one of those recipes that you can do a couple days ahead. You can do early in the morning. You let it sit. I do have one that's prepared for us. We can
kind of television.
So we can show
it. Amazingly, he's got it in our cabinets.
Done.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's great.
Channel my inner Julio child.
Exactly.
So now we have it, and it's been sitting.
Okay.
We're gonna take it. We're gonna probably.
So you said a couple of days. What's the minimum? Say we're ready for a truffle. An hour. So a minimum of an hour.
You know what I bring here is a couple of things. You know, you're gonna want to crust these. So find out what your sweetheart's favorite candy bar is. You could do toasted coconut. You could do hazelnut. Gosh, you could do powdered sugar. Red chili is something we do over at the Hotel Albuquerque. But this actual truffle that we're making is going to be for our weddings. We usually do a champagne toast. So we're going to add this champagne truffle to the toast, so it just makes it a little more special.
And what are we dipping this in here now?
So this is actually Kit Kat.
Kit Kat, okay.
Ooh, my favorite.
You know, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our truffle, and we're going to kind of,
Now, while you're mixing that, Liz, before we lose time here, someone wants to get in touch with Hotel Albuquerque and many of the Heritage hotels. What is the best way to do so if we want to start talking about wedding or event planning this year?
Absolutely. Go to hotelabq.com and you can find all of our wedding packages, lots of great photos and videos of previous weddings at the hotel, so you can get a really great idea of what, you know, it feels like there, what the options are. Give us a call. You know, we'd love to see all of the couples who've been recently engaged and show them, you know, our wonderful spaces and talk to them about Chef. And we have a lot to offer.
Yeah, lots of great stuff, guys. Anyway, head over to casa.com for that. Chef's going to continue working on this. We'll get a final look when we come back.